Music in here is a little funky, I gotta give it that. I like it, don't get me wrong. Just, it is a little funky. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, we hit 8 hours, oh my god. Never, I honestly... Just damn. Oh, fuck. It's funny how many times I meant to start earlier, but I ended up starting, like, even later than what I wanted to. Didn't need to get off. Didn't need to get off there. So, unless I'm mistaken, that's all the troubles for now. Pray to God. I assume they add more after every chapter, so I mean, it would make sense. I assume there's not going to be another hide and seek one already, is there? I wonder if the guy has anything to say. Look at that board. If you want to accept a trouble request, will you? Alright, fine. I'll spell it for you. Listen up. This trouble center is where people come with troubles. That's why it's named that. If you want to seek what kind of troubles people have, check that bulletin board. If you're a nice guy, you'll choose someone and try to help them out. If not, not. Help someone out and they'll give you a reward. Probably not a bad deal, eh? But remember, if you decide not to solve trouble, you have to pay to cancel. You got all that? Good. Explaining it is a mouthful, so don't make me do it again. Yeah, I just wanted to see if you had anything to say about you completing all of them. I really wish we could see who's in there, you know? Oh. Well, why don't we go ahead and go up there real quick. Assuming you have no hotels, no. I feel like there's still a little bit more I'd like to do before I stop. For one, monetary wealth gives me freedom, yes, and freedom gives me wealth of spirit. And yet, why is it that a man whose life is unchained must always long for yet more? What is missing from my life? This tears at my very insides. I must know. What do I lack? Romance, definitely. I'd say emotion. Probably thrills. Probably thrills. Thrills, you say? Ah, I suppose one does need some thrills every now and then. There's nothing like the feeling of being alone on a mountain, shivering to death. Ah, no, foolish Flavio. Not chills, you silly man. What I need are thrills. Wait, hold the horses, that is it. Now that I am thinking of it, I once heard the treasure of Cortez, the pirate king. Yes, this is the answer. Oh, such happiness for me. A hunt for pirate treasure. Why, that just shrieks of romance, thrills, and emotion, and even money. Do you not know the tale, the Pirate King's treasure hidden on Keyhole Key? Ah, well, tales say that the Pirate King Cortez hid his hoard of pirate booty there. For years, treasure hunters and ruffians have gone there in search of the loot, but not a single one of them has ever returned. Oh, the horror makes my back tingle. People here whisper that the ghost of Cortez attacks all who seek his treasure. Eek! It is because of those very rumors that people will no longer go to Keyhole Key. But that will not stop Flavio. The treasure is there, yes, and I am going to prove it. For I am Flavio, trader extraordinary, a millionaire, sailor of the seven seas. What is that you are saying? You are also looking for treasure. Here in Rogueport? Why talk such craziness? There isn't anything like that in this dull armpit of a town. You cannot be believing such each stupid rumor about treasure some street urchin spews out. No, 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 no! Now what madness comes bursting from your mouth? You have a treasure map. Well, hand it over, rather, I mean show me. You are having a joke on me. This map leads straight to Key. You swine, you mean to steal my treasure out from under me? You awful, awful man. Well, why would I show it to you, then? Well, now, I am confused. You are looking for things known as the crystal stars? But how am I... But now that I am thinking, a star-shaped stone was said to be in Cortez's hoard. Perhaps I could sell it for a staggering amount of cash? Yes, that would be. Stop such thoughts, Flavio. What you need is romance, thrills, and emotion. I cannot ignore that this business before me suggests this must be fate at work. Flavio shall go with you to Keyhole Key. Of course the crystal star is yours, yes, but the rest of the treasure's mine. Huh? You must repeat that. Flavio's ears are plugged. You have no ship? Ah ha 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 ha. You unfortunate foolish man. Do you not know who I am? I will have a ship ready in no time, and it will be massive and glorious. Splendid, splendid, splendid. Let us begin preparations. Immediately, shall we? I will volunteer myself as our intrepid leader, yes, and you will be captain. Danger and adventure tackle my nostrils. Come to the harbor right away. For a bomb blowing up is like throwing a punch for an annoying bloke. If you want to leave the biggest impression, you gotta do it with the perfect timing. Me mum said that once you learn that timing, you're finally an adult mum. What is... Wow, Delta. Get off the table. I mean, scram, don't talk to me. My heart's burning for my long-lost love. Yes, I'm speaking of the extraordinary beauty at the juice shop in Glitzville. No matter how many times I flirted, she never paid me the slightest attention. Welcome to you and yours. Have a seat. This is Potty's Place, a humble little cooler shop where folks mix stories and drinks. By the by, there's an inn upstairs. When you're weary, you go on up and relax. I know there's a few things you need to do in order to get ready for this next chapter, so I'm going to kind of do them now before we set sail. Because I like when I do come back that we can pretty much just start. Yes, so it is you. Well, sadly a slight problem seems to have popped up. But feast your eyes on this outrageously fantastic ship. She's a fine vessel, no? She is the SS Flavio, the queen of the countless ships in my personal fleet. The raw majestic of her hull, the pomp and no, that's not circumference. Jeez. That's circumstance? Jeez, I'm saying that so weird. None can compare to her. Behold the elegant curve of her prow. She cuts to the very soul, don't you agree? But she is not just a beauty. She's a savage beast on the water, tops among sailboats. But above all, I tell you, this proud ship can... Ah, yes. Did you speak? Yes, of course. The problem has sprung up. I had completely forgotten about it. The SS Flavio, she bewitches me. Yes, well, here's the issue we have. No navigator. He ran off, the dog. The navigator, of course, is the highest rank helmsman. They steer the ship, you know. I always thought that was captain, but oh well. I don't know much about that. Pirating and ship sailing. Now, here's the real problem. The waters around Kieliki are deathly dangerous. We need an absurdly skilled helmsman for our navigator. It is, how you say, a pickle. Oi, Flavio. Heard you talking there, sir. If you don't mind me saying, I might have a solution. Do not tease me, Patch. You can solve a problem, then spit it already. Well, sir, I've heard a talk of a legendary sailor living in Rogueport. Yeah, I think he's called Admiral Bobbery. A salty old sea dog, by all accounts. But he's said to have the helmsman touch, sir. He can make any ship bow to his will. Thing is, there ain't a soul what's seen him on the seas of late. I don't know how you say that. Bossaboom. Problem solved. Let us scout out this Bobbery fellow and get him on board. Also, I don't know why I decided to do that heavy accent for the bomb. As is customary, my captain will handle all negotiations. That would be you, Mario. That does sound fair to everyone, does it not? No complaints? Aye, sir. Aye, sir. Sounds fair, sir. Good plan. I'm on board. Then it is decided. You must find this Bobbery and bring him here. A fortune sails with you. God. Yeah, I don't know what was with those sudden accents, by the way. I don't really do voices. Like, I kind of like to have fun and do accents, but since I know it's like I won't remember the voices if the characters come up again, I just do generic voices, you know. Pleased to meet you. Your acquaintance, blah 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 blah. Yeah, doesn't he look suspicious? Gee, I wonder who he is. Right for weather today, eh? Yeah, perfect day to set sail, if I do say so. Wouldn't mind a bit if the whole journey blew in fair as today. No sorry, Bob. Alright, well, we already found the guy, as you probably guessed. You seek Admiral Bobbery? Never heard of the gent. Take your search elsewhere. I know who the fuck you are. Don't lie to me. Objection! You are Admiral Bobbery! I object to your objecting. Bobbery? That old sea dog lives in the east side house right next door. They say he was a great and important sailor long ago. Bobbery... Okay, well, we already talked to him. Maybe... Well, let's re-talk to him and see what he has to say. Admiral Bobbery? I haven't the faintest idea who you're talking about. Now, if you please. Drop that axe, Superstash. We already found out that you are Admiral Bobbery. Look, poppycock, tell me, what would you want with me if I were this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator, and you want me to do the job, So sorry, but you'll have to look elsewhere. I shall set sail upon the sea nevermore. But that's just not cool. You want to see me beg or something? Is that it? You want to see this newborn Yoshi beg? You have to come along. Only you can get us safely to Kiel Key. Awfully sorry, dear boy, but when I say no, what I mean is no. Fuck you. Sorry. What's the next move, Chief? This salty dude is going nowhere fast. I can't figure this guy out. What's his beef with the ocean anyway? Know what we ought to do? Go find someone who knows what this dude's deal is. Let's go see if, what's-his-face has anything to say about this. Admiral Bobbery won't go to sea. That's a setback. I don't know the man myself, so I don't know what to tell you, unfortunately. But I'd be willing to bet that Podley knows a thing or two. He works at the cafe. Sure thing, boss. You say Bobbery won't go to sea, huh? Well, can't say that surprises me. The real question is, are you folks really sure you want Bobbery to back on the water? Oh, is that it? Now I see. You want to mount an expedition to Kiel Key. Rough seas out there. Most sailors would meet their ends, not old Bobbery, though. The fact of the matter is, Admiral Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. You'll probably end up crying, but I'll tell you I'll tell it to you if you really want me to. Yes, please do. I can take it. In that case, get ready. Bobbery's tale of woe goes something like this. Bobbery was once married. He had a wife of endearing beauty named Scarlatti. Or Scarlet. I don't know. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now Bobbery was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlet never complained, though, and always waited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery, his eye never drifted. He loved only Scarlet, truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness, where they could, and all was good for a time. But not all good things can last. It was particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlet fell ill. A virus? Passing cold? No one knew, but it soon turned serious. Bobbery, at sea on a long, lonely voyage, knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlet had succumbed. She was gone. Bobbery, of course, blamed himself. My loving life perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts. They tormented him, always haunting his sleep. He has never gone out to sea since. Gee, what a downer. I guess that's pretty good reason for hating the ocean. You all know this tale now, so tell me, do you still want him to return to sea? That's we have no choice. Very well, I understand. If you're that determined, then I'll give you this. Wow. An old letter. On her deathbed, Scarlet wrote Bobbery a final letter. You hold it in your hands. I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you what she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, and if my love should blame himself for my death, then give this letter to him, so he may hear my voice. It was her last request. But when I saw Bobbery in misery, trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present this letter to him. I've regretted it ever since. Please, take this letter and do the deed I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Bobbery. Listen, Podley, thanks a ton. We'll deliver this thing. You feel better, okay? Let's roll, Gonzalez. Gonzalez? I'm gonna be so happy if I've been butchering that name the whole time. Someone's gonna get in my case for it. Admiral Bobbery. Objection! I have this letter for you. What? Oh, by Blabberton's beard, not you again. No matter how many times you entreat me, my stance is firm. Now away with you. Pardon, a letter, you say, for me? What? Scarlet? This is Scarlet's handwriting. Scarlet, my love. My love, if you're reading this letter, then I am no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped between us, I have decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were out to sea. I can only assume that you will blame yourself for my sweet Bobbery. Although my life was short, you gave me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you were one with me. Do not lose both your life's loves. Time like love is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you were one with me. 1,000 pardons, but may I have a moment alone, if you please? Yes, love, I was happy. My sweet, sweet Scarlet. I love you still. Now then, you were looking for a navigator, I believe? Bound for Keyhole Key? Now, if you think an old sea bomb like me is what you need, then let's shove off. Admiral Bobbery, yes! The ship's in the harbor, I must inspect her before we leave. I shall meet you there. Really? God damn it. I went so long without sneezing, too. Hi Mario, how are you? I'm, good. No, very good. No, great! Lots of stuff has changed here. Oh, but not the Elder being mad at my brother. That's still the same. I do wish you'd come back to play sometime. Are you really busy? Are you going someplace far away? It's funny that I get that this time. Like a place nobody's ever been? Wow. That'd be fun. I'm jealous. Maybe it's time to come at this point. Well, if you ever have time to come back here, come play with me, okay? You have to promise. From Petunie. An egg! She did it! She had you know what. I'm more interested in the casualties of a treasure hunt than I am in the treasure. Morbid, huh? Yeah, I know. Well, you try not to become a treasure ghost, okay, pal? Treasure ghost. Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna save again just to be sure. Sometimes I'm paranoid about this shit. 8 hours and 23 minutes. Fuck me. Alright. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, ciao for now. Bye.